Hello, my friends. Welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, July 18th, 2023. This is Jennifer. I don't have a heck of a lot to show you guys this week. I was just on fire and then it fizzled out. So I ended up spending most of the week hanging out with my husband, which was really nice because he was off on sick leave, but he was feeling a lot better. So we hung out, we went out to eat, we watched movies and just sat in the backyard, and I did very little. So I will show you what I did do, which you can see there's a little bit going on back here. I started working on my vintage heirloom applique quilt. I haven't really thought of a name for it yet. I'm working on that. I'd love suggestions if you have them. I had it on the wall last week and I showed you guys the box I'd made and the ones that had been given to me by my aunt. She did verify that she had them for a long time and my grandmother had them for a long time, but I still don't know where they came from. I don't know if my grandmother made them or someone gave them to her. A lot of crafty people in our family, so no idea. So anyway, I do know that they've been around for a long, long time. So I had them on the wall and I asked you guys last week what you thought, and Michelle left a great comment about having Sue in the middle with the Sams and the hearts and the kitties kind of dancing around her. And that is my plan. So at first I thought I was going to do borders, just plain borders around each block. And I did do a couple of those. And then I was just like, I'm stopping because I'm not loving this. I'm just not loving this. And I'll show you what I did with this block first. So she was on point. So I did add this awesome, like, here, let me just pull her off. I did add this really fun flower print that I had in my stash because I thought it went well with her skirt. And at first I just put a green border around it and I was like, just not happy with this. And then it hit me what I really wanted were stars. So I made this into a star block. And my plan is to do that with all of the other blocks too, and they will be different sizes. So if I remember correctly, I'm gonna have 3 different sizes, and I'm looking over here because I created a layout in EQ for this quilt, and it's gonna be a little something like this. So they all kind of look like they're floating because the background on all of these blocks is muslin, and I'm gonna do the same thing in the sashing, and then the filler pieces will also be muslin. Last week I told you guys that I pulled some blocks out of this set because I didn't think they went, and they're actually these. And coincidentally, I need 3 more blocks, so if these work when I make all of the rest of them, then I will add these blocks, and if they don't work, I will make 3 more using my embroidery machine like I did before. I do have another project in the wings that I'm going to try to get to this week because this one has been long promised to my husband. The plan was to do this before his surgery, but my pattern didn't come in time. So I am going to make him some custom PJ pants. This is Thread Theory, and they're out of Canada. These are the Eastwood pajamas. And the only thing I'm gonna change is they don't have side pockets, like pockets you put your hands down into. But I already have a pocket template for retrofitting pajamas with pockets, so it'll be way easier to do it in this form. For anybody who doesn't know, I'm 5'5". My husband is 6'5", and closer to 6'6", but he always said 6'5". So anyway, he is 6.5 feet tall, and it's really hard to get pajama pants that are long enough. So I am going to make a pair, see how that goes, and if he likes them, then I'm gonna make more. Now because of that, I did a little fabric shopping because I don't keep yardage, and I ended up buying some fun fabric from Thousands of Bolts with his input. So we're gonna do some pajama pants that have elephants, and I really love these. I've already washed this fabric in preparation. This is like this awesome, just fantastic rainbow print. I love how this is gonna look. It's gonna be brilliant on his pajama pants. So I'm gonna do the rainbows first, make sure they fit correctly because the elephants are his favorite. And then if that goes well, I also bought some seasonal fabric. So I got this one that's kind of Halloween-ish, and then I got one that's wintry. Now my thought was, if he didn't like any of those fabrics, or if we made the first pair and he was like, no, I'm good, I think I don't want these, I have enough fabric there for quilt backs. So anything he doesn't want will end up going in my stash for quilt backs. Of course, I had to buy one thing for myself when I was ordering fabric for him, and I came across this Robert Kaufman fabric. that is succulents. And though I am kind of terrible at growing succulents, I really love them. And really the only thing I've been successful with are dragon fruit and aloe plants. But anyway, I love them. I love cacti. But as far as like succulents in a pot, not great at it. So anyway, a little bit of quilt planning, one block put together. It's a great proof of concept. It makes me really happy. I have more muslin to work with now because I used up all of my scraps working on the blocks that I showed you guys last week. Stopped by Joann's, got a little bit more fabric. Ready to go. I just need to actually sew. I've been really busy, a lot of appointments right now. I had like my well check last week, and you guys know when you have a well check, sometimes it's like, you know, now I need to have my mammograms today. I've got other appointments I need to have in the next week. Son's got a doctor's appointment. I've got like a very short trip coming up. I've got just a million things going on. So I will try to sew a little bit more so that I have a little bit more quilting and maybe some pajama pants to show you guys next week. I did want to throw in a note and let you guys know that we did get our insulation radiant barrier done, and my sewing room is so much more comfortable now. My son's room was actually the worst because it's on the corner of the house, so it gets the afternoon sun from both sides, but my sewing room gets like a whole wall, and I was able to sit at my desk at 5 in the afternoon, which was right against a wall, right against the window, and not just be drenched in sweat. So it was expensive, but it's done, and I think it's going to make all the difference in the world. So big thanks, guys, for watching. Thank you always for commenting and just being awesome in general. Thank you to everyone who's donated through a coffee. I've mentioned this before, but now with the coffee donations, that is paying for Fandom and Stitches, which is the monthly fee on Fandom and Stitches used to be $0.00, and it is not anymore. So that is why I started the coffee account, and it is paying for Fandom and Stitches, and it's paying for Sewhook now. So I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, so I hope to keep bringing you guys some free content. I hope to have something more than just this one block to show you guys next week. And I'd love to see your videos. I'd love to see what you're up to, and whatever you're doing, I hope you're being crafty, and I hope you're having a wonderful week. I will see you guys next week. Bye.